Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Tom Sumner, the president of Yamaha Corporation of America. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Oh, thanks for letting us join. Appreciate it.
Well, the NAMM show is going on now, and Yamaha has made some interesting announcements, a whole bunch of new instruments.
Yeah, we have over 50 new instruments that we're debuting at the NAMM show. Anything from really beginners, so people who don't even know how to play, all the way up to professional musical instruments. So the full range.
And for those who don't know how to play, there's something called the Sonogenic SHS 500. Describe this for us.
Yeah, so the Sonogenic is actually a keytar, which is a product that's sort of a mashup of a keyboard and a guitar. So you hold it like a guitar, but it has a keyboard that you usually play with your right hand. So it basically is a keyboard instrument. But the Sonogenic has an interesting twist in that it's really meant for absolute beginners, for people who are passionate about music and want to play music and want to get involved in it, but might not know how to play. So this actually connects with an iOS device with a special app called a chord tracker, and so you can actually play literally any of the music from your iTunes library or any MP3 files, and then when you're playing the Sonogenic, it won't play a wrong note. So you can play along.
You can't play a wrong.
Even
me.
Even you cannot play a wrong note. So it will let you play along with Journey or with Toto or whomever you want to play along with. I mean, you
just have to sort of get the timing right.
Yeah, you can get the timing right, but it literally won't let you play a wrong note. So you can sit there and pound it like a bongo, and it'll still play all the right notes for you.
That's really awesome. And as you develop some skills, can it grow with you? So that you can play the right notes?
It's really meant to be that type of instrument where you can only play the right notes. So it's really just for getting into it. Yeah.
And moving on, you've got some other announcements here, so a few of which you've highlighted here.
Yeah, so I mean, from a product standpoint, we're really innovating all the way across the product line. So something like a violin, which has been the same for 400 years, we've actually come up with a new manufacturing process. So every violin for the last 400 years has been made the same way with a carved top, which makes it a lot of waste, so you lose about 2/3 of the material, and it also is very fragile. So we've come up with a new manufacturing way to make violins that actually will let you be very eco-friendly, so you don't lose any weight, you don't have any waste, and it kind of has a pressed top as opposed to a carved top, and it actually makes it much more structurally sound as well, and you get all the sound of a very expensive violin.
And there's a consistency which is important for students, for educators, the market that this is intended for.
Yes, so I mean, a lot of the market that this is going towards is really school music. And schools end up, the violin's very fragile, it gets knocked over, educators end up spending time working, trying to get the violins to work right. This is meant to let the students enjoy the music, make great music, and not have to have the educators be involved with fixing violins all the time.
On the guitar front, you're extending some wonderful technology that Yamaha came out with a few years ago.
Yeah, so we try to make musical instruments more compelling for musicians to play, and we came out with something called Transacoustic a few years ago, which gives you an acoustic guitar that has built into it, without using external effects or without using an external amplifier, has reverb and chorus built right into it. So when you're sitting there on your couch and you pick up a guitar, you can actually sound like you're in the studio. You just press a button, and the guitar itself produces the reverb or the chorus effects acoustically. So you sound like you're playing in a studio when you're sitting on your couch in your living room.
That's just amazing. And two new models, tell us about them.
Yeah, so we have two new models. One is a classical guitar, so a nylon string guitar, so you can sound like you're playing in that cathedral or whatever for a nice big classical concert. And then we also have a parlor-sized guitar, which is a smaller body-sized guitar, which is great for just kind of walking around with it. It's great for going out with, and still has a great big sound when you plug it in if you want to.
And have you announced pricing on those yet?
The pricing will be announced at NAMM.
And on the keyboard front, wonderful new keyboard. There's really two models.
Yeah, so we're actually introducing a brand new CP, which is our piano, which is, CP stands for combo piano. So it's meant to be played in a rock and roll setting or in a band setting. And we have two brand new models. One's an 88 key, which feels just like a piano, and it's very intuitive, easy to play. The other one is a 73 key model, which is really great for actually transporting it. So you can have a full blower piano sound, anything from a beautiful big Yamaha CFX acoustic piano all the way to a Fender Rhodes piano. Really, really beautiful.
And the last thing we'll talk to you about is this new brand promise that Yamaha is announcing. Tell us what you're doing and why.
Yeah, so we are the world's largest musical instrument manufacturer, and we've done a good job, we think, producing music for musicians and instruments for musicians. But every day we wake up thinking, how can we make more people play music, and how do we make people love music more? And we tried to express that in a way that we consider our brand promise. In other words, what we're promising to the musicians and to the folks out there. And we really thought about it, and what we're really trying to equip people to do is to make waves, to make their own kind of music, whether it's something that changes the world, like a song that changes the world, or even if it's a song that just makes you feel good or brightens your mood or does whatever it is you want to do to you. So our new brand promise, which we're launching here at NAMM, is Make Waves.
And we can all use a little bit more music, right?
Absolutely. Always more music is good.
For more info, where's the best place for people to go?
They can go to our website, which is usa.yamaha.com.
Tom Sumner, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. Appreciate it.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.